Welcome to Proverbs a Day. Proverb a Day. This is Proverbs 27. We're outside again in front of my house playing catch up. It's the last day of the year. Well, we won't get into that. It's the 27th. Proverbs 27. Verse 1. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring forth. Let another man praise you, and not your own mouth, a stranger and not your own lips. A stone is heavy and sand is weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than both of them. Wrath is cruel and anger a torrent. Who is able to stand before jealousy? The wind. Verse 5. Open rebuke is better than love carefully concealed. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. And the note on verse 6. Who would prefer a friend's wounds to an enemy's kisses? Well, anyone who considers the source. A friend who has your best interest at heart may have to give you unpleasant advice at times, but you know it is for your own good. An enemy, by contrast, may whisper sweet words and happily send you on your way to ruin. We tend to hear what we want to hear, even if the enemy is the only one who will say it. A friend's advice, no matter how painful, is much better. Verse 7. A satisfied soul loathes the honeycomb, but to a hungry soul every bitter thing is sweet. Like a bird who wanders from its nest is a man who wanders from his place. Ointment and perfume delight the heart, and the sweetness of a man's friend gives delight by hearty counsel. Do not forsake your own friend or your father's friend, nor go to your brother's house in the day of your calamity. Better is a neighbor nearby than a brother far away. My son, be wise and make my heart glad, that I may answer him who reproaches me. A prudent man foresees evil and hides himself. The simple pass on and are punished. Take the garment of him who is surety for a stranger, and hold it in pledge, when he is surety for a seductress. Verse 14. He who blesses his friend with a loud voice, rising early in the morning, it will be counted a curse to him. A continual dripping on a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. Whoever restrains her restrains the wind, and grasps oil with his right hand. The note on verse 15 and 16. Quarrelsome nagging, a steady stream of unwanted advice, is a form of torture. People nag because they think they're not getting through, but nagging hinders communication more than it helps. When tempted to engage in this destructive habit, stop and examine your motives. Are you more concerned about yourself, getting your way, being right, than about the person you are pretending to help? If you are truly concerned about other people, think of a more effective way to get through to them. Surprise them with words of patience and love, and see what happens. Verse 17. As iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend. A note on that, verse 17. There is a mental sharpness that comes from being around good people, and a meeting of minds can help people see their ideas with new clarity, refine them, and shape them into brilliant insights. This requires discussion partners who can challenge each other and stimulate thought, people who focus on the idea without involving their egos in the discussion, people who know how to attack the thought and not the thinker. Two friends who bring their ideas together can help each other become sharper. Verse 18. Whoever keeps the fig tree will eat its fruit, so he who waits on his master will be honored. The note on verse 18. With all the problems and concerns a leader has, it can be easy to overlook the very people who most deserve attention. Faithful employees or volunteers, those who tend the fig trees. The people who stand behind you, who work hard and help you get the job done, deserve to share in your success. Be sure that in all your worrying, planning, and organizing, you don't forget the people who are helping you the most. So easy to do. Verse 19. As in water, face reflects face, so a man's heart reveals the man. Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied. 21. The refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, and a man is valued by what others say of him. The note on verse 21. Praise tests a person, just as high temperatures test metal. How does praise affect you? Do you work to get it? Do you work hard after you've gotten it? Your attitude toward praise tells a lot about your character. People of high integrity are not swayed by praise. They are attuned to their inner convictions and they do what they should, whether they are praised for it or not. Verse 22. Though you grind a fool in a mortar with a pestle along with crushed grain, yet his foolishness will not depart from him. Be diligent to know the state of your flocks, and attend to your herds. For riches are not forever, nor does a crown endure to all generations. When the hay is removed, the tender grass shows itself, and the herbs of the mountains are gathered in. The lambs will provide your clothing, and the goats the price of a field. You shall have enough goat's milk for your food, and the food of your household, for the food of your household and the nourishment of your maidservants. A note on 23 through 27. Because life is short and our fortunes uncertain, we should all be more diligent in what we do with our lives. We should act with foresight, giving responsible attention to our homes, our families, and our careers. We should be responsible stewards like a farmer in his lands and herds. Thinking ahead is a duty, not an option for God's people. So that was Proverbs 27 for the 27th of the month. Thank you and have a blessed day. If I can find the stop button again. Where are you? There you are. Have a blessed day.